Okay, we're doing the big new event that is this patch. I think it's Whirling Waltz or whatever it's called. Yeah, Whirling Waltz. We're gonna do this because I want to do it. I haven't done it at all yet. Um, don't mind where I am. I'm just standing up here. I haven't done it at all yet, just because I haven't been. I don't know. I wanted to save it, so we're gonna do it. I have not heard basically anything. All I know is that it's kind of funny. So I hope it doesn't take as long as the Makawa Flower Festival, because that took 40 minutes in order to get through all the cutscenes and actually unlock the gameplay of the event. And I hope it doesn't take that long. It might. I don't doubt it, because it is Genshin Impact event. Probably gonna take a while. So I hope it's not that long. I guess we're just gonna get started. I'm gonna cut out the boring stuff and keep in the fun stuff.
There's a newsstand over there. Want to grab a copy of the Steambird?
Udex gravely wounded in shocking stabbing. Set to miss cross-border smuggling trial.
Novelet was stabbed? What?
Huh? What? Did Paimon hear that right? Neuvillette was stabbed and gravely wounded? No, surely that can't be right. Can it?
If it is, roll toast.
What the heck was all that about a Saurian meat restaurant and the Udex getting stabbed? Please say you weren't being serious.
Oh, that we were just trading tabloid headlines. Is that what you're talking about?
Trading tabloid headlines?
Yeah. Charlotte and I were having a little contest to see who could find the most ridiculous fake news stories. Either I got lucky, or I have a knack for honing in on the most outrageous material.
All right, he doesn't fit in with the Fontaine style at all. He's obviously from Natland, so him being in Fontaine is kind of off-putting.
Rest assured, no Saurians were harmed in the process.
And if you're wondering why the Udex didn't preside over the trial, it's because the case was assigned to another judge right from the offset. It's not as if the Palais Marmonia has only one judge. We can't expect Monsieur Novelet to handle every single case himself. On a more interesting note, the trial in question went remarkably smoothly, and it was all thanks to Mr. Kanichi's testimony as a key witness.
Oh, okay. Paimon was so busy freaking out about those headlines that she totally forgot to ask why you're here in Fontaine, Kanich.
It's all a misunderstanding. The world's not going to end. Maybe not, but it'd be an even better world for me. Mr. Kanich here would agree to another exclusive interview with the Steambird.
It was a pretty open and shut case.
Kanich the speechless! Kanich the tongue-tied! Huh?
Also, Mulan has been like nowhere to be seen a lot recently, which I don't understand. Like, Kanich is rerunning the second half of 5.6. But even though Mulan released first, and sorry to say this, but Mulan is a better character than Kanich. I think she's a stronger DPS than Kanich is, and she's more easy to use. But I don't know why Mulan is not rerunning. I feel like she definitely needs a rerun, but I don't get why they're rerunning Kanich first, and they're rerunning Kanich and Raiden together, which is how they released last time. So it's the same banner.
Aw, poor Almighty Dragon Lord is not feeling well.
Too bad he can't come out to argue back.
What do you mean?
There's nothing physically wrong with him. It actually has to do with a strange law we learned about after arriving in Fontaine. Apparently, it's forbidden to release flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month.
Oh, I get it.
Paimon sure does. Paimon's been down this road before. There's an easy solution. As long as Kanich holds onto a house tail, he'll be considered an Almighty Dragon Lord balloon, not a flying Almighty Dragon Lord.
Not gonna lie, I was considering that.
Whirling Waltz Act 1. Obviously, there's like a whole quest line in this.
Looks like I remembered correctly. Here we are. There must be some efficient workers in Fontaine. Quite impressive.
A few days? One night was all it took. Rap-a-tap-tap, ta-da!
What the fuck? Who are you again?
Oh no, you've forgotten me? Oh, does graph adversarial technology ring any bells? It's me, Lapine Pauline!
I don't even know who you are. Insert Avengers Thanos clip. I sure hope this isn't like that advertising event we got a couple patches ago. That event was fine, but I hope there's something more to this.
Nope!
Look at you, puny little humans. Recklessly betting your entire future against some stupid vanity project.
Okay, why is Kanich in the foreground blurry, but his scarf isn't blurry. Maybe it's because they just made this like section that he's in unblurry, but that's so weird.
Sorry, just ignore that little gizmoid. He likes to butt in occasionally. Do go on.
Gizmoid? Who you calling Gizmoid? You're the Gizmoid!
Wow! That's quite a nifty mecha you've got yourself there. Is it some sort of smart personal assistant? You ought to let Miss Charlotte see your cool gadget. Who knows? Maybe you could even look into mass production.
Mass production?
Hello, everyone. Mr. Ahow. It's a pleasure to meet you.
He doesn't have hands.
Oh, see that? That's what I call proper manners.
It's no big deal. All little animals do that, don't they? I mean, try to puff themselves up to look more impressive.
And I was totally being treated like a little cuddly pet. Is that Escoffier? It kind of looks like Escoffier, but I can't tell because it's all blurry. But I think it's the same hair color, and it's a chef, so it might be Escoffier.
Look over there.
That's just normal Escoffier things.
You! Yes, you! For the last time, the ingredients have to be in the right ratio! Get it right next time, or you might as well just lie down on the chopping board yourself.
Well, I'm sold. I think I'll make Ahow go be her assistant.
I don't tend to cover the stories to these events. One, because I have a feeling anybody who's watching Genshin content is going to be playing Genshin, so you know they'll probably be doing the event. So you don't need me to do the event and in front of you and just show you everything. I like to show, like I play through the first little bit, and if it's too long, I recap it. If it's not, I just show off the funny moments that I like. Then I move on. It's the games I like.
Ready to join the
talk about.
Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland crew?
We've done plenty of big business ourselves.
That's more like it. You've seen it all before, haven't you, partner?
I mean, didn't we run like a potion shop at some point a while ago? Like where you had to actually like make the orders and do everything, like the management part of it. If you played Withering Waves back around when it launched, I think before Chong Li's release. If you know who Chong Li is, I'll put her on the screen. I think if I remember. If you know who Chong Li is, before her release, there was this event in Whirling Waves where it was a lunar festival, right? Because it was around that time, and you had to like just make money and everything and all that. And this looks really similar to that so far. I bet you this is going to be pretty foolproof. These events are typically not very complicated. Guess we'll learn on the job.
Yep, come on, we can do this.
This looks like Animal Crossing. You just try them out. Okay, collect the required number of venture coins, reach the destination, complete challenge, beware of traps. Special skills can accelerate front of character. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I see. And you can push E to activate your own fast thing. Ring or whatever it's called. Dodge everything. Okay, this is pretty simple. I like it though. I don't know. It's always the simple games that I personally really enjoy. You know, the ones that are easy to understand and easy to play are always the more fun ones to me. The ones that are overly complicated and like, you know, that where it takes time to learn them, I don't hate those kinds of games, but definitely like the simple ones are more enjoyable to just kind of play, you know. There we go. Isn't it Farina be getting a sizable cut?
Don't worry. As Surintendant Cheval Moran's guardian and official image rights agent, Farina's already getting 60% of the sales revenue. After all, the fans are doing this voluntarily. Not for profit, but to promote Surintendant Cheval Moran's adorable image.
I'll make an awesome boss.
Just don't hold everyone up to your own standards, okay?
Well, it's not really boring, but it's kind of uninteresting because I can't do it myself. It's this guided
Looks like
tutorial
this
that
particular
won't
employee is
go
really
away
getting
and let
into
me
their
just do it.
role.
I don't know. I don't like that this is just a long, basically a tutorial that won't get out of the way. Like, I understand the idea behind this. I don't need you to explain every single aspect of it to me.
Now then, give me your hand.
My hand?
A warm. Your
Okay.
hands are calloused from wielding your sword, but still quite delicate. A sword, then. The theme this time shall be strength.
I just want this to be over.
Whew, that should be everything.
Oh, I see. This is how you get the bow. Who, from what I heard, the bow doesn't actually have a user at the moment because it's an HP scaling like DPS or sub DPS bow that nobody really needs except for like maybe Siegeween. Okay, so this seems like it's gonna be like a thing you're gonna want to keep on top of for the next while. What are the other options? Performance reward is that, and then case tracking is the main story. Okay, this is the main story. Got it. I don't think I'm going to cover the main story in this because I don't like to do that. I mean, this is interesting, but again, it took another 40 fucking minutes to get here. Clearly about to pass the 40-minute mark right now. There you go. I don't like that it takes so long to get to the actual gameplay everybody's here for. When, you know, people don't... I don't want to sit through cutscenes. In this challenge, you must approach the... Okay, you must destroy the device. Okay, so you just press T. I think that slows down time or something. Or it stops time. Or it makes... Yeah, no, it makes it really slow. Oh. Okay, this is actually interesting. Okay, that was unfair. The problem is you don't get to see when the time is going to come back into normal. And that kind of doesn't make it fair. Okay, how was I supposed to know when that was going to happen? Like, I don't think that's my fault that the floor just kind of dropped. You can just kind of tank your way through it. I don't know. This event, okay, this game mode is not very fun. I'm going to be honest. You need 250,000 revenue. Is that... I don't know these numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 50 million? Yeah. I think it was 50 million, which is interesting. I don't know. This event it's kind of cool, but it's definitely less of a fun event and more of a do work event, you know? It definitely feels less like a have fun event. I don't know. This event is okay. It's not the greatest event I've ever played, but it could be a lot worse. I do think Makawa Flower Festival was probably a little bit better than this, to be honest. Like, this is just so... Like, I feel like most of the event's gameplay is going to not be playing the actual games, but, like... You know, it's going to be about managing the theme park. And I do think that that's a little bit of a bummer. I mean, it feels like most of the idea is going to be in this screen, right? Which kind of... It just feels bad when this is... You know, where most of the actual gameplay takes place. And it's not like a badly designed screen or anything. It just definitely doesn't feel like Spider-Man. It's okay. I don't think I'm going to keep going, though. Like, I feel like I'm just going to be sitting in the, you know, doing the same thing over and over again. It's not going to be very interesting, you know? Okay, it's been like maybe 10 minutes since I originally, you know, stopped recording to, you know, stop recording the video, and I've gone a little bit further. You can see I'm on cycle 11. I don't know what I stopped on, but I just discovered that there's this thing called friendly encounters, and the first one is with Veressa. So I want to see what this does. So we're gonna take a look at that. So I want to start the next cycle, and we're gonna see what this friendly encounter is. I don't know what it might be. I just want to see what this is. Here we go. Hi, Veressa.
Whoa, is that...
Our hero, the Traveler? And Paimon, too! Oh, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. Mrs. Coiffier already told me you were the big boss here, but when I saw you just now, I forgot myself for a moment.
Me, the big boss, for real now?
Tactically speaking, the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland doesn't even have a boss, does it? Isn't it the idea that everyone works together to make it as successful as possible, and then we all share the profits? But wait a sec. Why are you here, Veressa?
Well, officially, I'm here to promote my brand. Not long ago, Mrs. Coiffier placed an order with me for her restaurant, as she often does. In her letter, she mentioned that showcasing my orchard's products at the festival would boost sales and help build my brand recognition. After talking it through with my parents, I decided to give it a shot. Now that I'm done with the restaurant's ingredient order, I plan to sell the rest of my fruit directly to guests to help quench their thirst, of course.
The thought of enjoying fresh fruit from Natland here in Fontaine does sound pretty appealing. But with this many customers, wouldn't it be exhausting to watch the stall all day?
Huh? Am I supposed to be watching the stall the whole time? There's an attraction over there called Movie Masterpieces, right? I heard some of the challenges are based on famous films. Some of those films have even been adapted into great comics. I'd love to go give it a try.
So, you're not doing any business at all?
Back in the Collective of Plenty, I'd just set up a sign with the fruit prices, place a weighing scale and a coin jar to one side, then let people pay on their own. When closing time came around, I'd wake up and check the accounts. Not a single mora's ever gone missing.
You've got a lot of trust in people.
To be fair, that does sound nice. People in the Collective of Plenty are a law-abiding bunch. No one would even think about taking something without paying. Makes sense that tending your stall wouldn't take too much effort. Fontainian customers are no doubt trustworthy too, but let's just say they're not used to self-service shopping. Plus, if you just leave the stall unattended as a Natlanese merchant, people here might think you're gone for good.
In that case, I'd better start acting the part. But I'll need to buy some things in the city before I officially open for business. I promised to bring back some Fontainian clockwork mecha for Kochi-an-san. Oh, and I also wanted to try a few rounds of movie masterpieces. After that, I should be able to focus on my business without getting distracted.
We'll go with you.
We might not be locals, but we've explored Fontaine quite a bit. We know our way around pretty well.
In that case, give me a moment to get some extra fruit, a price list, and my coin jar set up. I get to go shopping with the Traveler! Nice.
Okay, and then you get... And then I guess you have to unlock the next one, I assume that's how it works? Yeah, and then you have to unlock the next one. Okay, that's pretty interesting. I don't hate that. I don't know, though. After playing this for a little bit longer, this event is just kind of... You just sit in the screen for most of the time, and it's not actually very interesting. You just look at this screen for a majority of the gameplay, and it sucks because I feel like they could totally be better. I don't know. I don't hate it though. I've found it fun to just kind of sit here a little bit, but it's not the most exciting thing. And I do think that it could have made it a little bit more interesting. You know, maybe the overarching story is the main focus, and they just wanted to have the gameplay there to support it, right? But I don't know. I just feel like it could be a little bit better. So yeah. Anyway, either that's the video or back to the regularly scheduled outro. I don't know which one it is. This video was originally going to end with me being kind of disappointed in the event, kind of upset, kind of being like, oh, the event's not very good. And then I played it for like an hour and a half and I finished all of it that you can so far. This event is great. Once you get sucked into it, you get sucked into it. So I have done literally everything possible before the next update of it. And I did it like all in a row, all in a sitting, except for like the main, like the overarching story. I haven't touched this yet. But I've done all the gameplay stuff and I've made 5 million mora. When you get sucked into it, you get sucked into it. And it's great. It definitely is a slow start. Like, it's such a slow start. I feel like it definitely needed time to like hook you, you know? But it once you got there, it was going. I didn't think originally I was gonna play the entire thing, but then I sat here for an hour and a half after I was done recording and I finished it. So the gameplay mechanics, like the actual like event things that you do, get better. They definitely progress further. I would say the only one that doesn't really work is the animal one. It's just kind of Tetris, but it's not Tetris, and it just kind of doesn't make sense. I can't interact with these because I'm done, but it's just kind of Tetris without the Tetris, and it's kind of not great. So, but the other two are pretty solid. But yeah, I sat here and I finished the whole thing. I made $5 million, and now I'm waiting for tomorrow to do the rest of it. So yeah, I think the event's pretty good. I think this event I'm going to do the overarching story at some point, because I mean I do have 2 weeks still, so I can get it done. Yeah, I realized while editing it that I had actually finished it and that I actually had fun, and I realized that a lot of the words I was saying weren't exceptionally nice, and I think it's better than I made it up to be. And I have completely caught up on all these that I can. So it definitely just I still think it takes too long to get to the fun, but it is fun. So yeah, thanks for watching the video. I'm gonna stop now. I'll see you Wednesday for probably the Arkham Quest. Still haven't done it, but that'll be I want to do the Arkham Quest so bad. So yeah, I think we'll probably do that, or if something else happens, which I doubt. You know, so I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. Bye bye.